We are going to be explaining the synopsis of The Buried Child by Sam Shepard.
In the beginning, lights come up on a good old American living room. Seated on the couch is Dodge. Dodge is a sickly, skinny old man. Angry, frustrated. He drinks whiskey.
While Dodge watches television, we hear his wife, Haley, upstairs talking about their late son, who has died.
And Tilden comes in with corn.
Who's Tilden?
He's their other son. Dodge accuses Tilden of stealing the corn. Tilden's like, no, I got it out back. Dodge is like, nothing's grown out there for years.
As they argue, you hear Haley come downstairs.
Making her way downstairs.
She tells him that she's gonna go to church.
Tilden shucks corn while they talk about how worthless Tilden is and how he screwed up his life in New Mexico and came back to live with his family because he's so worthless. Dodge eventually has a coughing fit and finally takes his pills that have been sitting over there, and he slowly falls asleep. Tilden then takes all of the corn and places it on Dodge. And Tilden goes outside to frolic in the rain.
After Tilden leaves, Bradley enters, Dodge and Haley's other son.
He has a peg leg.
He comes in, sees no one else is there, sees his sleeping father, and cuts his hair. Dodge, still sleeping in a blanket full of corn, in walks Vince, Tilden's son, in to visit his grandparents before heading to New Mexico to visit his father, but
he doesn't know that he's actually here.
Then in walks Shelley, Vince's new girlfriend. She's from LA. Vince goes upstairs to look for his grandmother. Shelley notices the hat and puts it on herself. Noticing the old man full of corn, she goes up to him and touches his awful new haircut.
Dodge wakes up.
Shelley yells for Vince, who comes running down. Vince is like, hey grandpa, remember me? Dodge is like, no, I don't recognize you. And Vince is like, come on, you have to remember all the good old times. And he would show him like weird tricks to try and dodge his memory.
I hate you.
But Dodge does not remember anything or this person. Shelley is convinced that they're in the wrong house and urges them to leave.
When Tilden enters, now he has carrots.
Dodge, realizing he has no more whiskey, tells Vince to run out and get him some more. This leaves Shelley with Tilden to work on the carrots. Here she asks Tilden about Vince. Tilden explains that he has no idea who Vince is and doesn't recognize him. He then goes on to explain his story about how he had a child with his mother, and Dodge killed the baby and buried him in the backyard,
making him the buried child. Bradley enters. Then everything gets all awkward and uncomfortable because Bradley goes over to what's-her-name?
Shelley.
Bradley then sticks his fingers in her mouth.
In walks Haley and Minister Dewis. Seeing Dodge on the floor and Bradley on the sofa, she's embarrassed and starts a yelling match with the two. As they're in a yelling match, Shelley intervenes. Speaking of her frustrations with the family, grabs Bradley's wooden leg and starts threatening the family with it. In an attempt to calm her down, Minister Dewis runs over, takes the leg, and puts it on the table. Vince enters completely drunk. He decides that he has to stay with his family. When he realizes that he has to stay, the whole family recognizes him indeed as their family. Shelley goes over and is like, what? No, we are leaving together. And he's like, no, I have to stay with my family. This is my home now. That's when Dodge goes over and says, the land is yours. This is your home now. You can have possessions of all of our things. After attempting to get Vince out of the house, Shelley gives up and leaves. Haley, having enough, goes upstairs. While Bradley's trying to find his wooden leg, Vince goes down to check on Dodge, discovering that he is dead. Distraught, Vince goes to sit on the couch. In the final scene, Tilden comes in from the backyard with a dead baby corpse in his hand, and he just paces the room. And that is the story of The Buried Child by Sam Shepard.
The end.